started, apparently when I was 4 or 5. My dad was a teacher. He started working with a guy who had been a birder all of his life. So started going out bird watching with this guy, and it soon became a hobby for him. And when you're 4 or 5 years old, everything your dad does is cool, isn't it? So that's how I got involved. Perhaps if I'd been a little bit older, it might never have happened. I like anything that connects me to a journey. So I like to see or hear the swans flying over. The idea that hearing a noise can sort of conjure up an image of a map in my head with a line on it from Iceland to Scotland. Some of the things like goldcrests and some of the smaller warblers that come from the Siberian forests. One of these pops up in front of you, and this thing, it weighs 5 grams. And it's flown thousands of miles, flown across the North Sea in horrific conditions, and it's a privilege to cross paths with that, It's the lie of the land, essentially. So it's on the coast. The coast is to fly away for birds, so birds migrate up and down the coast, and it's also the first landfall for anything that is sort of coming over from Europe. So we have birds that have sort of come to Aberdeen Harbour via the river. For example, the large flocks of goosander that gather there in August. And with the harbour, there's a variety of habitats involved. I've seen 217 species at the headlands. What's easy for me is that it's just down the road. From the car park at the battery, you can sit there with a telescope and watch all sorts of birds coming and going and feeding and then changing their behaviour as they start to roost. The more I do it, the more I learn about how bird populations change through the year and over the years as well. So every visit is an exploration of what I know or what I think I know about what's going on. And it's all these sort of micro and macro scale changes in the bird life. Every visit contributes towards that. If I went out yesterday and then went out today, I would probably see 99% the same stuff on each visit, but it's the 1% that's the really interesting stuff to me, the little changes. The older I get, I've realised how important it is for my mental health to have that connection. I need to have a connection with nature, and looking out of the window isn't enough, unfortunately. So I have to get out and see and hear things and experience them.
Just excited about being able to stop and have a cup of tea. I mean, it's going to be a great location to sit and watch what's going on, sit and watch the birds and the dolphins. I spend a lot of time out here when I can, but it's going to be nice to be able to do that and enjoy the wildlife and meet some like-minded people in comfort. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I think the best way for people to find out about the local wildlife is to have a look at the Greyhope Bay website, Greyhope Stories website. There's going to be loads of information about the birds and the dolphins, of course. I think there's going to be loads of information about how the birds sort of change with the seasons, what birds come and go, all that sort of thing. Another way to find out is to come and meet me here. I'll be here a lot. I'll be doing some big sits at the cafe when it's open. You can come and speak to me about what you've seen, what you've heard, and hopefully I'll be able to point some interesting things in your direction. The best thing you can do is to sign up as a founder crew member. You can do that through the website. What that enables is for stories like mine to be shared with everyone. Anyone can come down. It's not an exclusive pastime. There's plenty of wildlife to see. There's going to be loads of birds living in the bushes right next to the site. And hopefully you'll be able to get your hand on a pair of binoculars or maybe even a telescope when the site's open, so that anyone can come down and enjoy the wildlife that's close at hand.